Hi guys, just going to see how quickly I can make a little glider. I've got some coffee stirrers and I've got the packaging from our curries that we had the other night. So obviously these are card, fairly thin card. Don't know if I need both of them or whether I can do it with just one. Don't really want the wings to be terribly big. In fact, straight across there, probably going to be more than enough. How wide are they? 160. And how wide shall we go? I don't know, 50. $50, 100. See, if you really wanted to, you could make these look pretty with nice curves on them. I like to put a bit of a fold in the wing to give it some strength. So I shall put that fold 20mm back from the leading edge. So that's 2/5. So, either use a sharp knife or scissors. There's a good chance this won't be perfectly symmetrical. We'll worry about that later. So I actually think this is probably a little bit big. Right, we've got a fold along there. Just grab the leading edge and just bend it up a bit. That's just to give us a sort of an airfoil shape. In fact, if we're going to do that, we could actually just cut in there a little bit. A bit of an angle. So when we fold it, and we're going to glue it straight on there, it'll give us a bit of a dihedral automatically. Didn't go in very far on that. Let's do that the other way up so I can see what I'm doing. Only about 1 millimetre at most, just a tiny. I hold that against there, you can probably see there's just a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to glue that on there, at an angle, do the same on the other side, and then we need a tail. Is this super glue going to play games, or is it going to work for me? I'm going to put that, just check if it, oh, it's a bit bent. Never mind. Oh. Sounds like our dinner's nearly ready. May not have time to finish this. You can see I've got the leading edge more or less along the top edge, and the trailing edge is going down to the bottom. I think that's stuck. You can see what I mean. So we've got a bit of positive incidence on the wing. I wonder if we'd be lucky enough to get the other one to go on there at the same time. You could use super glue. Is that going to stay there? Not quite. That one's been a little bit more awkward. Right. Do that again. I think I was a bit generous with that one. I cut in a bit further than I should have done. I think that's going to stay there this time. Bless you, Nanny. Right, so that's our wings. Tail, yeah, that's a bit short for the tail, but I was trying to leave the nose long enough so we don't need to put too much weight on it to balance it, because it will be tail heavy. You could trim this up so it points towards the tail. That would take some of the weight off. Tail. I reckon we'll do the tail 3 millimeters, 3 centimeters, 30 millimeters wide. I think we'll do it. See what we've got. I've got 100 there length, so that'd be 50 and 50. Three. That actually looks a bit too big to me. And what I'll do, I'll cut it. And then I can always trim it later. Yeah, we'll just glue that on there for now. I might do what I quite often do, which is just make it a V tail. That makes life easy if you make it a V tail. I want that to bend the other way. Yeah, I'll just glue that on there. Right, that will be tail heavy, I think. Yes, so we'll need a little bit of nose weight on it. And I like to use Blue Tack because it's easy to use, because it sticks. I'm just putting my finger under there, and I would say it probably ought to balance more or less where I put the fold line in, roughly. Yeah, it might work. We'll give it a little try. Well, that works. Coffee stirrer and scrap card. Dimensions, that was 5 centimeters or 50 millimeters. That was 3. That was 10 centimeters or 100 millimeters. And I've forgotten what that was. That was 160. That's probably upside down, isn't it? Never mind. So total wingspan would be 32 centimeters or 320 millimeters. Gap between the wing and the tail, 50 millimeters, 5 centimeters. And the nose is about 4.5 centimeters, 45, but we had to add a bit of weight on it to balance it. And it's balancing more or less where I put the fold, which was 20 millimeters back from the leading edge. So 20, 30, 50 millimeters. There we go, nice simple glider. Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.